Planning to visit Florence soon? Few cities in the world can match Florence for its depth of history and the quality of its art and architecture. Add to this the city's excellent cuisine, and it's easy to see why Florence is one of the world's most popular travel destinations. However, Florence also presents some challenges for visitors, such as large crowds, long lines, and annoying selfie taking. Luckily, with a little planning, visitors can have a very rewarding experience in Florence. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will discuss things to know before you go to Florence, Italy. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. But before you head there are a few things you should know to ensure a smooth arrival and a great time. Florence has many superb regions to live in. Florence's city center is so small that it's not easy to get lost with so many great areas to stay. I personally like the quieter areas around Oltrarno, especially around Santo Spirito, but as long as you're close to the Duomo, there's no bad area. When choosing an accommodation, it's a good idea to check reviews to see if there are many comments about outside noise. If your windows face a busy pedestrian street, it can be very noisy even with the windows closed. Summer in Florence is hot. Personally, I would not recommend visiting Florence in the summer. Because of the heat and the hundreds of thousands of tourists in the center of the small town, the temperature is even higher. January is also the quietest and cheapest time to travel, if you can tolerate mild winter weather. Also, I like from March to April and October to November very much because the weather is nice and there are not as many people as in summer. Wine is a cultural activity. Although we may not always find the money for each and every museum or church entry, there's always enough for wine. Wine lovers already know this, but you can't come to Florence without making time for a glass of wine. The Tuscany region, of which Florence is the capital, is revered for its wine production in Italy. But tasting and appreciating the local winemakers' produce doesn't have to be an expensive and intimidating activity. Instead, every restaurant and bar will have fantastic Chianti, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, and Brunello di Montalcino by the glass from just €4. There are also various enotekas, wine bars and shops, offering tastings and bottles you cannot find outside of Tuscany. Pisa Airport is far from the city center. If you are flying to Florence from other parts of Europe, you will most likely fly into Pisa Airport. Because flights to Pisa Airport are usually much cheaper than Florence city airports. If you don't have more than €150 left to take a taxi from Pisa to Florence, you have two options to get to Florence: bus or train. Both options cost about the same, around €12 each way, and take about the same amount of time, 60 to 70 minutes. I usually recommend taking the bus. It's a bit easier than taking the train as you just put your luggage under the bus, buy a ticket from the person next to the bus, get on, and you'll be in Florence in 70 minutes. If you come by train, you will need to change trains at Pisa Central Station. Neither option requires pre-booking tickets. Just have cash ready when you arrive at the airport. Follow the airport signs to find both the bus terminal and the people mover terminal. Book your museum visits ahead of time. Many of Florence's museums and attractions are world famous, and everyone who visits the city wants to experience them. Especially from May to September, the line can get stupidly long, but you can avoid it by booking your tickets in advance. You lose flexibility in your itinerary because you have a set time to go, but you don't have to wait outside for hours. Where to stay in Florence? Florence's relatively compact size, easy access, and the fact that many of the things to do here are close by make it easy to choose which part of town to stay in. The main thing is to decide whether to settle on the North Bank near the Uffizi Gallery and Duomo, or cross the river and soak up the atmosphere of Oltre Arno. If you're just visiting for a few days, the North Shore is a better base, anywhere within a 5 to 15-minute walk. However, if you prefer a fairy tale setting, consider beautiful hotel or B&B with rooms and rooftops with views of the Duomo. If you are based in Oltrarno, the only caveat is to bear in mind that the further you are from the river, the longer the hike to or from the North Bank will take. So guys, that's all for today's video. What do you think of these things about Florence? Let us know in the comment section below. Share this video with more of your friends. Like and hit the notification bell icon to never miss out any of our latest updates. Have a nice day, and I will see you later.